Blasphemous 2. Here I will mainly present you games created by little-known studios. Although, for example, the first part of Blasphemous game was very successful, and the second part will please us again with improved aspect, the protagonist, who fancies himself a martyr, will furiously slash enemies with his weapon, and will face a gloomy world filled with meanings, which I won't reveal so as not to spoiler. The graphics, though pixelated, are very soulful, and the animations are just as impressive. All in all, it's a great game. Greetings to all lovers of religion. Sunken Land. I'm sure many of you have heard of the mesmerizing sight of water gently receding in the ocean, cascading through pools, causing ripples, and so forth. Well, Sunken Land brings that experience right to your screen. While it may not have online gameplay or servers teeming with players, this game is designed for those who enjoy playing with their friends. You'll encounter archipelagos and small islands where you can establish a base, create various watercraft, and embark on journeys between islands, recruiting outlaws and engaging in conflicts with different clans. The game offers plenty of content already, with even hostile nasees that will attack your base, requiring utmost caution and battle preparation. And of course, you'll be able to navigate not only above but also beneath the water. In summary, the game provides a unique and captivating experience. It is evident that it is currently in its alpha version, but it holds great potential for further development. Planet of Lana. If you don't feel like completely immersing yourself in action and simply want to enjoy a good story and uncomplicated gameplay, why not delve into the world of Planet of Lana? In this game, you assume the role of a young girl in a beautiful world, overrun by soulless machines. The gameplay entails a 2D puzzle experience, with elements of platforming and questing. Visually, the game is absolutely magnificent, and the storyline captivates you, making you sit back and marvel at its beauty as it carries a profound meaning. Additionally, take note that the young girl is not alone. She runs alongside a small companion, perhaps a little feline or something of the sort. They interact with each other, and this has an impact on the gameplay. All in all, it's a fantastic and highly atmospheric game. Desynxed. If you are interested in space strategies or science fiction games, then Desynxed is worth your attention. In this game, all automation relies on you. Your spaceship has broken down, and you must launch robots to build a repair workshop on a certain planet. The robots will do everything necessary to fix your ship. Unlike typical games of this genre, there are no conveyor belts here. Your robots will move back and forth, performing various tasks. You will be able to fully customize each robot for a specific job. The game also features a technology tree and the ability to upgrade robots. Additionally, you will have to battle enemies. If you enjoy automation, this game is definitely worth a try. Thronefall. Thronefall is an incredibly captivating game that, unfortunately, has been unjustly overlooked by many. It revolves around the construction and defense of your kingdom. The developers have made it remarkably accessible by eliminating the complexities typically associated with strategy games. Your task is to quickly find a suitable location to build a cozy town and accomplish this before nightfall. Why? Not because the workday is over, but because various bandits raid your village after sunset, and you must defend your kingdom alongside your allies. It is executed brilliantly. The game also involves resource management, so you cannot faultlessly erect walls. Instead, you must lead the construction process with intelligence and logical thinking. Sprawl. A dynamic feast of jumps, akin to Runner State, and a splatter of blood, reminiscent of Air Theme Personator. But could be better. Before you stands a brutal retro shooter, in which you must escape from a horrific city. The only caveat is the slightly unconventional controls. You'll have to endure a couple of levels at first, but with the acquisition of a shotgun, everything becomes much better. The gameplay primarily revolves around one thing. Arrive, press a button, kill everyone, and move on. Occasionally, you'll encounter puzzles and a shower of men with automatic weapons, but it's not so frequent. Overall, while we await the second installment of a Strana Stavy as a replacement, this shooter will certainly satisfy your thirst. Fort Solis. Before us is a narrative adventure set on the Red Planet. Despite being developed by an indie studio, Fort Solis looks remarkably well designed, with impressive animations. Indeed, the game itself can be somewhat challenging, especially in the beginning. However, this is perfectly acceptable. It's simply a cinematic experience, divided into 4 separate episodes, devoid of story choices and other such elements. A purely linear cinematic adventure. Our hero sets out to find an urgent distress signal from a remote mining base and accordingly sets off. As time goes on, a thunderstorm is brewing and the night suddenly refuses to go down, and it all intensifies until the very end. Atlas Fallen. This is Atlas Fallen. It received some criticism when it was released, and everyone promptly forgot about it. Even I criticized it and forgot about it a bit. But in reality, if you play it for a little while and bear through the beginning, you'll find that it's not all that bad. The game wasn't positioned as a title, and its gameplay is a mix of Ica Darksiders and Fefta Darksiders and Thankfazar. As for the story, it may be a bit tedious and lackluster, but the gameplay itself, especially once you get into the rhythm, becomes more engaging. The world is beautiful, with a variety of monsters. By the way, the game has borrowed some elements from Monster Hunters quite well. If you enjoy Monster Hunter, you might also enjoy Monster Hunter. There's also a fairly extensive character customization system, and it's simply wonderful. Oceanhorn 2. If you're craving more adventures, then you should definitely take a look at the new Oceanhorn 2. We assume the role of a valiant knight, embarking on a stylized journey through the world, reminiscent of both my time at Portia. We face numerous foes, follow an engaging storyline, partake in local card games, and indulge in thrilling battles against formidable bosses. If you're unfamiliar with the Oceanhorn, it stands out as one of the most remarkable mobile games in the adventure genre. It boasts a seamless gaming experience, free from microtransactions and unnecessary clutter, offering nothing but an exquisite gameplay. The Dark and the Darker. If you're pining for a simple adventure and looking for something truly intense, then The Dark and the Dark and the Darker. If the Dark are familiar with the game, it's similar to Dame for you. If you're not familiar with the game, it's similar to Kaufo, but the action takes place in underground labyrinths with armed bandits. Instead of automatic weapons, you will rely on workers with sticks, balls, bows, and magic. Visually, the game resembles a typical city builder with loot collection and battles with monsters. But let's not forget about 2 main differences that make it similar to Tarkov. First, besides you, there will be other players in the dungeon with whom you can cooperate in cooperative mode for 4. Secondly, the game has a battle royale-like zone, and it will shrink and destroy you if you make a single misstep. The main tasks in the game are to collect valuable resources and escape if something went wrong. Don't forget that the game is seasonal, so you need to level up your characters during each season. Nevertheless, the game itself is very exciting, and the developers continue to develop and support it on the internet. Icarus, New Horizons. If you remember the game Icarus, in which you and your friends traveled to different planets and performed various tasks, then you will surely like the game Various Tasks, New Horizons. The developers not only fixed some content and optimization problems, but also released a new expansion called New Horizons. It features new maps, items, missions, and more. The game continues to evolve, improve, and receives overwhelmingly positive reviews. There are some issues, especially with optimization, but if you have decent hardware, the game can be fun on its own. I'm sure you found something intriguing for yourself today. Don't forget to hit the thank you for your attention.